So let's jump into Lark Memoire. I'm very curious about this one. This was supposed to be fruity, woody. What else is going on in here? The note breakdown really was like, ooh, bet I'm gonna like that one. So I decided to roll with this. Let's check out Lark Memoire. Okay. I've seen Justin feature them a few times. I believe the white bottle. I forgot the name of the fragrance. Pull the sleeve off. Let's see what we're working with here. Magnetic flip top. Sure is. Okay. Lark Perfumes is a unique perfume house rooted in the love of art and travel. Lark has, as a metaphor, perfectly illustrates the ambition of the house. Each fragrance invites us to cross over to another shore, whether physical or spiritual, like a wondrous olfactory journey, a real sensuous odyssey. Similar to the stories of the master architect and perfumer, Lark bridges the gap between countries across the world, seeking out the best available natural and organic ingredients gathered from sustainable sources. Well, all right then. Well, this bottle's nice. Oh, shit. Feels good in hand, not too hefty. It's a nice bottle. Quality build here. This feels like a nice brushed aluminum. Because like the glass feels heavy, but the base, the balance is, the weight's all in the middle. Okay. Cap doesn't click, but it holds pretty strongly. It's definitely like an aluminum or something like that. Some sort of metal feel. For as thin as it is, it's actually got some heft to it. I like the texturing too. Get it to focus. I like the texturing to the cap. Cap's really nice. Okay. See what we're working with for the atomizer. Does a good job. Definitely fruity, but a little warm and fruity. A good spray on the hand. There's definitely some earthy, herbaceous kind of tones to this, but still very fruity. I think black currant's in here. That might be what that is that I'm smelling. It's kind of a little dark and fruity. Oh, yeah, that's definitely black currant. This is nice. This tart, fruity smell at the top. It's got like a floral underbelly to it. There's got to be some florals in here. It's got like a mouth-watering yet tart aspect to this fruitiness. It smells clearly like black currant. This is very fruity. There's a little bit of a warmth here. It's got this mouth-watering aspect. I wouldn't call it watery, but it's like making my mouth water a little bit. It's literally got that appeal. It's causing that. Like I said, there's some kind of floral undertone here that I can't tell what it is. It doesn't necessarily smell like rose or jasmine or anything, just kind of a little flowery. If anything, I'm thinking a little white floral maybe. And I feel a woody tone creeping in. Let's check this out. I'm very curious on the notes here. So let's go back to the screen. But thank you again for the $20 super chat, my man. All right. So let's go with Lark. I got to finish typing it apparently. Lark Memoire. Carnet de Voyage. I guess that's the full name. Yes. Memoire Carnet de Voyage. All right, 10-4. 6.5 out of 10. Shit rating. I mean, for online, that's a bad rating. 5 ratings, though, so that could just be like one person gave it a bad rating. Spicy, fruity, woody, synthetic, oriental. That makes sense. Pineapple, black currant, bergamot. Okay, I wouldn't have guessed pineapple, but black currant clear as day. Rose and lily of the valley, violet, saffron. Okay, very floral heart. That explains that floral tone. That, like I called it an underbelly, like it was sitting there waiting to really come out more. Like you could smell the beginning stages of the floral tone. Base of cedarwood, amber, musk, patchouli, sandalwood, and vetiver. So a lot of woodiness with the vetiver, sandalwood, cedarwood combo. It's getting very warm. It's warm and fruity with a little bit of floral tone here. And it doesn't smell super rosy or anything like that. It is a little powdery, but by no means would I call this a very powdery fragrance. I wouldn't even really classify it much as powdery. Like if I was to rank accords, like it's Doesn't even crack the top 5. It's a little earthy too. Even a little coniferous. This is nice. There's some complexity going on here. It's not a deep note breakdown, but the scent still smells deep. Like there's a little bit more to kind of wave through and dive through as you smell it. This is lovely. This is awesome. I mean, don't believe everything you read. Try stuff for yourself. Yo, I'm wearing this tomorrow. If I wasn't already wearing Miami Tropical Confessions, I would put this on. This is really good. I think I picked a winner here. Bottle's gorgeous too. I mean, I know we're in a small window right now, but this bottle is fantastic. This one's addictive. It's got a lot of character. I think that's why I like it so much. It's got a lot of character. This is not a generic basic scent profile. It doesn't smell like something that's been done to death where I've smelled it a bunch of times. The quality is clear as day. I like seeing synthetic as one of the accords. I don't find it all that synthetic. I mean, I have a chrome flanker on the other hand. That's much more synthetic. That fruitiness is not going away. Granted, it's only been a couple of minutes, but I am digging this one. I'm very much digging this one. Guys, get a sample. Get a sample of this one. This is worth a sample for sure. Just for shits and giggles, because it probably has more ratings. Let's see what Troll Grantica's got with it. That shithole. Let's go check it out. Where is it at? Marc, Memoire, Carnet de Voyage. What's the rating like on here? Woody, fruity, warm, spicy, aromatic, citrus, sweet, powdery. Yeah, there you go. It's not even in the top 5. It's a little powdery, earthy. I agree with this accord pyramid for sure. As it settles, it's getting more woody. But yeah, warm and fruity. That's where I'm at right now. That's the top 2 accords I'm getting from this. Warm and fruity. Very much so, with a little bit of a floral heart. It's not super sweet, though. It's more tart. 4.22 out of 5 with 54 votes. Now that I could believe a lot more because this stuff's good. This stuff's really, really good. I like it a lot. Perfumer is Julian Rasconet, I believe is how you say that. I'm not familiar with his work. Same note pyramid. So there's uniformity there. Seems to be a pretty good performer according to most people. Again, you got to take this kind of stuff with a grain of salt. I wouldn't sit here and call this a Silver Mountain water clone. That's interesting to see. A little bit, I guess, because of the black currant and the freshness. Like it's got that watery type of feel. Black currant, if anything, that wateriness that I'm getting might be even a little bit of an inky feel. So I guess that makes sense. But definitely not like super relatable. Like more of that specific part of the aroma, not at all what I say is like a clone or they're ripping off Silver Mountain water. I would definitely not go that far. This is really good, though. I think this is really good personally. It's great. I like it. I like it a lot. This is definitely getting much more woody. The fruitiness is not going away either. Now, it's still early stages of this fragrance still. It's only been a little while, but this is a banger. This is a friggin' banger. 2 great pickups for me. This is fantastic. So we haven't done any ratings, right? Now, Lark Memoire, let me make sure I say it right. Memoire Carnet de Voyage, probably Carnet de Voyage. I'm assuming that's the proper way to say it. This is a banger. This is a great fragrance. At minimum, this one's going to be in the 8s. I haven't decided 8 or 8.5 yet, but I'm a big fan. I think it's 8.5. Yeah, we're going to give it the higher rating of the 2. Of the 8s for sure. It's not quite outstanding. It's not one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. That's what 9 and 9.5 are reserved for. Some of the best things I've ever put my nose on ever. This is up there. This is one of the better fragrances I've ever smelled, but not one of the best of all time that I've smelled. That's why you don't see a ton of 9 and 9.5s. But believe it or not, something like 9 a.m. Dive got a 9 from me because it's one of the best blue fragrances I've ever smelled. I judge them individually. I don't just look at it as a whole across the collection. So this 8.5 out of 10, I think, is a really, really good rating for this one. This is worth sampling. This could be a pass for a lot of people. I get it. If you have a bunch of Chrome fragrances, you don't need to add it. You know, it's not a must-have from the Chrome line, but this has some character to it. This is confident with a playful undertone because it's so woodsy. There's some earthiness. There's some florals. It's got a refined type of feel to it, but the fruitiness makes it very playful. The fruitiness does not die down quickly. And it's not just a bunch of citrus. It's not over, even though pineapple's listed, it's not a hefty dose of pineapple. If anything, that kind of adds to the juiciness of the tart fruity smell, kind of the inky feel of the black currant. The black currant's clearly the most dominant citrus / fruit in this fragrance, and it doesn't fade quickly. This is great. 8.5 out of 10 for sure.